Adama Traoré is back on Tottenham's radar as Barcelona state that they are in a difficult financial situation. Reports are stating that Paulo Dybala would prefer to go to Atletico Madrid over anywhere else. Christian Romero is returning to Hotspur Way on Tuesday from international duty. The team news for the Newcastle game on Sunday, and Harry Kane is now Manchester United's primary target for the summer. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. In today's episode, I'll be going through all of the latest Tottenham news, all of the rumours and all of the reports. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button and that notification bell where YouTube will notify you every single time I upload a new video. If you're listening to this on an audio platform, do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. Just before I get into today's video, make sure that you download the OneFootball app for all of the live football scores, results and news, as well as getting all of the latest Spurs news on this channel. You can also see it all here. Download the OneFootball app to keep up to date with everything Tottenham Hotspur, club news, transfer news, match information, videos, tables and results from all around the world. Don't miss out, and please do let me know what you think of this app. A report has just been published by Birmingham Live, and they are stating that Adama Traoré is back on Tottenham's radar amid Barcelona money issues. Tottenham remain interested in Wolves winger Adama Traoré, according to various reports in Spain. Spurs were heavily linked with the Spaniard in January before he sealed a surprise loan move to Barcelona, where he has impressed in La Liga. Also in this report from Birmingham Mail, they are stating that the Catalan Giants have an option to sign Traoré permanently for a fee of around £25 million in the summer, but with money still tight at the new camp, this may not be possible. Barcelona president Joan Laporta said Adama Traoré has Barcelona DNA. He is one of the best forwards in the world. He is fast. We would love Adama Traoré to stay here. It's possible, but we are in a very difficult financial situation. We will see at the end of the season. And according to the Spanish publication Sport, they are stating that this could reopen the door for Tottenham to swoop, with manager Antonio Conte still keen on the player. Antonio Conte looks to deploy energetic wing-backs and is likely to strengthen this area in the summer. On Monday afternoon, the Tottenham Hotspur women confirmed that they will be playing their last game of the 2021-2022 Barclays FA Women's Super League campaign against Leicester City at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Sunday, the 8th of May. Kick-off time is scheduled for 12:30 p.m. and tickets are available now on the Tottenham Hotspur website. On the club's website, it states that our women's team have had a season to remember, beating last year's total points tally, taking points from Arsenal and Manchester United in the first time in our history, recording our biggest ever WSL victory and a memorable win at Manchester City. The match will be the second time Rhian Skinner's side have stepped out at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium this season after they opened their campaign with a 1-0 win over Birmingham City back in September 2021. Spurs have also stated we shall be making this a day to remember with a number of activities for all of the family around the stadium on the day. Ticket prices are as follows: £6.50 for an adult, £3.50 for a junior under 18, £3.50 for a senior 65 and over, £4.50 for a young adult aged 18 to 21, and £13 for a family package that will include 2 adults and 2 juniors. So, of course, we are still in the international break, but the next fixtures for the Tottenham Hotspur under-18s, the under-23s, the Spurs women, and, of course, the men's first team are as follows. The under-18s will be in action this Saturday as we will be travelling away at Reading. The game will take place at Bearwood Park in the under-18 Premier League. The kick-off time is 11:30 a.m. The next game for the Tottenham Hotspur women will take place this Sunday on the 3rd of April as we will be hosting Aston Villa in the Barclays FA Women's Super League at home at the Hive, the home of Barnet. The kick-off time will be 2 p.m. And then, of course, the men's first team will be in action, returning to Premier League action on Sunday, the 3rd of April, 4:30 p.m. kickoff at home to Newcastle at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Now, the Tottenham Hotspur under-23s will be in action on Monday, the 4th of April, as we will be away at West Ham United. The game will be played at Rush Green Stadium, Rush Green Road, and the kickoff time is 7 p.m. A report has just been published by the Daily Express, and they are stating that Tottenham have suffered Paulo Dybala blow as striker decides on first option for transfer. Paulo Dybala will leave Juventus at the end of this season when his contract expires. In the report, it says that Spurs have suffered a huge blow to their attempts to sign Paulo Dybala in the summer transfer window. The striker will see his Juventus contract expire at the end of the season and is expected to leave. Juventus contract rebel Dybala has reportedly made up his mind on his preferred destination this summer. Tottenham are desperate to bring him in over the transfer window, but they do have some convincing still to do. Later on in this report, it says that Spurs tried to sign the 28-year-old in 2019 and were close to agreeing a blockbuster transfer, only for a hitch over image rights. While they may go for his signature once again, they do have another problem. According to publication Mundo Deportivo, Dybala already has an ideal first option in mind when it comes to picking a new club. It has been reported that he would prefer a move to Atletico Madrid over anywhere else. A report has just been published by the Evening Standard, and they are stating that Tottenham's Christian Romero has had a wasted round trip to South America after Argentina's request to overturn his suspension for tomorrow's match against Ecuador was dismissed by FIFA. Romero was called up by Argentina last week, despite being suspended for both their World Cup qualifiers this month after September's game against Brazil was abandoned for not following international match protocols. Christian Romero served the first of his two-match ban on Friday's win over Venezuela, but the Argentinian FA had hoped that the centre-half would be able to feature in Ecuador in the early hours of Wednesday morning, pending an appeal. However, FIFA confirmed on Monday that Christian Romero remains suspended, along with his teammates Buendia and Martinez of Aston Villa, and Giovanni Lo Celso, of course, on loan at Villarreal. That trio also joined up with the squad last week and are now in the same predicament. Christian Romero has now returned to London and is expected to resume training with Spurs on Tuesday. Now, a little bit of team news ahead of the Newcastle game at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in the Premier League on Sunday. From the Evening Standard, they are stating that Tottenham expect Ben Davies to be available for Sunday's Premier League game against Newcastle, despite the defender's withdrawal from the Wales squad. Ben Davies has returned to Spurs after feeling tightness in his quad following Wales' 2-1 win over Austria in Thursday's World Cup qualifying playoff semi-final. The decision has been described as precautionary, given Wales play a friendly against the Czech Republic on Tuesday, while they wait to discover if not they will face either Scotland or Ukraine for a chance to qualify for Qatar. In this report, it then provides an update on Oliver Skipp and says Antonio Conte's hopes of having Skipp back in contention this weekend are all but over, with the midfielder still yet to return to first-team training. Before the international break, the Spurs head coach said he was hopeful Oliver Skipp could be ready to face Newcastle following a long-term groin injury, but the England under-21 midfielder is continuing to work individually and rest. Also in this article, it mentions Ryan Sessegnon and Javert Tanganga and says Sessegnon is also not expected to be fit for the Newcastle game as he continues to recover from a hamstring problem, while Javert Tanganga has already been ruled out for the season following a knee injury. Now, quite a few reports on this story from the national media on Monday. This one is from the Daily Mail, and they are stating that Ed Woodward told Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy that Manchester United wanted to sign Harry Kane last summer, but admitted a deal would have to wait until this year after £73 million spend on Jadon Sancho. And according to a report from The Athletic, Manchester United's signing of Sancho was the main reason why the Premier League giants pulled out of the race to sign Harry Kane last summer. Woodward reportedly told Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy that United were still interested in Kane, but they would have to wait until 2022 to finalise a deal due to the financial ramifications of signing Sancho. Now back to the report from the Daily Mail. They are stating that Manchester United now have Harry Kane as a primary target ahead of this summer's transfer window, with the Red Devils eager to replace Edinson Cavani, who is set to leave the club when his contract expires at the end of this season. United had been linked to the Tottenham striker last season after the 28-year-old told Daniel Levy he wanted to leave Spurs to pursue trophies and domestic success elsewhere. Manchester City had made a number of unsuccessful bids for the England striker, who is yet to sign a new contract with Spurs. And back to the report from The Athletic, they are stating that Manchester United have renewed their interest in Harry Kane as they look to sign a world-class striker before the beginning of next season. Now back to the report from the Daily Mail. They are stating as a result, super agent George Mendes is said to be scanning the market for centre forwards that could help replace Harry Kane at Spurs. However, Mendes is said to be working on his own and has not been instructed to do so by Spurs. Now, my thoughts on all of this news from Monday. Of course, Christian Romero returns to Hotspur Way on Tuesday. Ben Davies has returned from international duty as well. Absolutely delighted to have them back. Although Ben Davies has returned with an injury, it isn't serious. So, both of these could feature for the Newcastle game. This is the business end of the season now. We have 9 very, very important games left. Even in the recent interview released by Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, Fabio Paratici said we've got to treat all of these 9 games as cup finals. So these are absolutely huge for Tottenham, to be pushing for that top 4 Champions League spot. So absolutely delighted to have Ben Davies and Romero back. Now, the reports on Traoré and Dybala. Let's start with Traoré. Back on Tottenham's radar, as Barcelona have stated, they are in a difficult financial situation. Of course, we all know that is a very, very well-known fact around Europe and around the world that Barcelona do have financial difficulties. It'll be interesting to see now whether Tottenham Hotspur do put in another offer. And of course, remember, back in January, there was lots of rumours and reports going around that Adama Traoré didn't want to come to Spurs because he didn't want to play in that right wing-back position. So that would be an interesting one. I'm sure if Antonio Conte really wants the player, he will go out and tell Fabio Paratici to go and get this deal done. And, it will be done. It could be a very, very good signing for us. The Paulo Dybala one would be an interesting one. Personally, for me, I would love to see Paulo Dybala in a Tottenham Hotspur shirt. Apparently, we were very close to signing him a couple of years ago, but they had lots of issues with image rights. But I think that this would be a real statement signing for Spurs and showing real intention of where we want to go as a football club. And, what I really, really want to see in the summer transfer window is Tottenham, give us a couple of wow signings, real, raising the eyebrows of, wow, we have signed these players. That is what I really want in the summer. And I'm sure Antonio Conte wants exactly the same thing. But I think if we have any chance of signing Paulo Dybala, I think that Fabio Paratici, of course, our director of football, just come from Juventus. I'm sure that he would have a huge role in that decision with Dybala coming to Tottenham. And lastly, the Harry Kane rumours and reports now. Here we go again, isn't it? We're going to have another 4 or 5 months of this before the start of the season. Of course, Harry Kane is very, very close in breaking every single record right now. Only 5 goals away for England in becoming our all-time record goal scorer in England's history. He's very close to Jimmy Greaves' record. He's not that far away from Alan Shearer's Premier League record. Harry Kane just seems to break records left, right and centre. Will he go to Manchester United? Personally, I believe that if he wanted to go and leave Spurs and wanted to go and, guarantee himself some trophies, I wouldn't have thought personally it would be at Manchester United. They haven't won a trophy for 5 years, and I feel that they are a million miles away from winning trophies right now. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button and that notification bell where YouTube will notify you every single time I upload a new video. If you're listening to this on an audio platform, do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. And I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe and well. Come on, you Spurs.
Hi, I'm Bill from Football Prizes. I'm just here to tell you about the weekly prizes that we run on the site. Prizes such as our signed memorabilia, match day tickets, trips abroad and more. Just go to our website www.footballprizes.co.uk.